Всем привет, я Донис, и мы продолжаем проходить вампира. Мы только что убили бывшую актрису, которая переродилась в ужасное чудовище. Теперь убегаем отсюда, из этого театра ужасов. Гран Гиньоль. Так, а это кто такой? Еще один вампир. Недостоин он внимания. Берегись.
So Doris just needed to be close to her audience to infect them. Contagion through skin. Very disturbing.
Рассказать лорду Редгрейву о Дорис Флетчер. Здесь я бывал. Как-то все так хорошо пошло развиваться вообще. Легко пошло. И красиво.
Good evening, Miss Ashbury.
And good evening.
Ничего нового.
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to your...
She's been...
Какая красивая лестница, обалдеть. Они до сих пор не убрались тут. Дела. Это как-то несерьезно. Ты вышибала? Угу. Леди Эшбери? Не ожидал вас тут увидеть.
Elizabeth, what are you doing here?
I've been formally asked to witness your triumph, my dear. After all, isn't it the natural role of a woman to support her man in victory?
But it's you who insisted I join the Ascalon.
Please forgive my giddiness. I'm just overcome by the thrill of finally being allowed within these hallowed halls.
You certainly have an inquisitive mind. It's quite something. Elizabeth Ashbury, only you can make me smile in these difficult times.
And the same to you, Jonathan Reid. Now go have your little chat with the chairman. I can see he's practically bursting to hear your report.
Она сказала, его женщина, то есть моя. То есть уже все так. Окей.
Lord Redgrave can play with the brave all he wants, but I won't put a foot outside until the pre-went in their hand.
Так, тут я все осмотрел.
We repelled the intruders for now. But how long before they return?
Welcome back to the Ascalon Club, Lancebearer. Please tell us the good news. Have you put an end to the epidemic?
My hypothesis was correct. Doris Fletcher was the source of the contagion in this part of town. She was probably the first to be infected.
And you cleansed her before the hunters, I've been told. Well done, Dr. Reid. You thrust your lance and pierced the very heart of the corruption.
But some questions remain.
The important thing is, we won a major battle for the survival of London. For that, we salute you.
Thank you, my lord.
Now, I have another task for you. One of the utmost importance. Perhaps even more so than the previous.
I'm listening.
It's time for you to perform a most sacred duty for the club. I want you to recruit a new vampire.
Recruit a new vampire? Are you sending me on some sort of diplomatic mission?
Not exactly. I want you to make Aloysius Dawson the Ekon he deserves to be.
I'm sorry, but I can't.
Are you questioning my orders?
No. It's just... I'm not sure I'm ready to have another progeny after what happened with my sister.
The rebirth of Aloysius Dawson is a necessary step in our campaign to ensure the safety of London.
How would you like me to proceed?
Aloysius is waiting for you at the Dawson estate. Once the deed is done, I'll join you there to celebrate this momentous occasion.
То есть она хочет этого, получается?
Before I go, I have a few questions.
All right, I'm listening.
You invited Lady Ashbury. Wouldn't that be breaking one of your cardinal rules? No women allowed.
Not allowed as members, no. But considering the circumstances, I thought you'd like to have her here to witness your triumph.
So it's a temporary admittance, then.
Something of a bargain, considering the crisis we're currently facing.
How would you like me to proceed?
Don't worry. Aloysius has had many years to prepare himself. He has studied our kind for decades.
Is there any danger?
Our blood alters a mortal body so deeply that some don't survive the metamorphosis. They die for good. But Mr. Dawson has been preparing himself for a long time.
So shall I just let him drink my blood?
Yes. Aloysius will gratefully sup on your blood. His heart will slow, then stop. But he will rise again as one of us, an immortal.
Why Aloysius Dawson?
Because he is about to die. And he just may be the most influential man in England. After me, of course.
Did he choose me?
No, I did. My decision is very recent, to say the least, but it is entirely mine.
Does he know I'm coming?
He can't wait to become your progeny, Dr. Reed. Especially now that you have shown how strong your lineage is through your sister.
Goodbye.
Секундочку, а как согласиться? Так, кто этот Алоизий? Тут дедок, который здесь сидел, да? Сейчас уточнить хочу. Да. Это Алоизий этот как раз. Ну, блин, если он сам хочет, то... Вообще, если честно, обращать как кого-то... Я бы этим не хотел заниматься.
Understand.
Goodbye.
Противоестественный отбор. Добраться до входа в церковь Темпла. Это который тут сидел, получается.
I know we're facing a crisis, but I'm shocked no one took the time to clean up the mess inside the club since we were attacked.
Да, кстати.
Are you all right, Jonathan?
Lord Redgrave has just ordered me to turn Aloysius Dawson, to make him my progeny.
I see. And how do you feel about this?
I won't do it. The very thought of it makes me sick.
The real question here is, why has his lordship given you this task?
Do you think it's some sort of trap?
Do you really want to know what I think about this?
I do, yes.
To make an immortal of a soulless blackguard like Aloysius Dawson will only lead to a disaster for London. The man is already dead inside.
Should I refuse? Perhaps politely suggest that Lord Redgrave turn the man into a vampire himself.
Don't you dare, my dear. According to what I've recently discovered, his lordship could kill you for even broaching the subject.
Really? Why?
I've recently found proof that the Earl of Bristol is of lesser lineage and only capable of creating skulls.
Вот это да. Секундочку, а этот Ализи, он же нам сам говорил, что он не хочет вампиром становиться. Мы же его тут расспрашивали тогда. Ха.
Please tell me more about your recent investigation.
As long as you lower your voice.
What would you have me do about Dawson?
The man is dangerous. Did you know he plans to build a wall to separate the healthy rich from the sickly poor? Do not make him your progeny.
What would you do?
The man's dying already. Let the reaper harvest the rotten fruit that is his soul.
What would happen if I made Dawson an Ekon like myself?
You would add a powerful immortal into a suffering world. An immortal who already craves authority.
Maybe I could teach him control, like you taught me. Lead him down the right path.
Mr. Dawson spent his life searching for a way to cheat death. I'm sure he has spent decades dreaming of how he'd spend eternity as a tyrant.
Are you sure your information about Redgrave is correct? He says he's the progeny of the great knight William Marshall, who lived some 9 centuries ago.
That's a lie. Lord Redgrave is unable to create anything but skulls, if the poor souls survive at all.
How can you be sure the information was correct?
I made the acquaintance of a most interesting informer while investigating your maker, from whom I learned the truth about Lord Redgrave.
Why so vindictive? You suddenly sound like you're angry.
Forgive me, Jonathan, I hate myself for it, but I feel such pride in my discovery. I'm afraid I just can't help it.
Which is?
He did serve William Marshall, and yes, the blood he covets as a token does truly belong to that legendary knight. But he was never his progeny. His lineage is not so noble.
Goodbye for now, Elizabeth.
Goodbye, my dear. Please, be careful.
Это очень интересно. Окей.
It's always been your house, Dad, not mine.
It looks like vampires have to obey Mendel's laws when producing progeny. Powers pass from one generation to another. That's why Dawson wants me to sire him.
Why can't I forgive you, Father?
Good evening, Miss Teasdale. How have you been since you returned home?
Dr. Reid. Oh, thank God you returned safely from these awful streets. I was so worried about my father that I left without thanking you properly.
Please don't mention it, miss.
Good. I found him, you know. My dad. Or what was left of him. I think my abductor intended to do the same thing to me.
What do you do for a living, Miss Teasdale?
Before my kidnapping, I was a waitress in a pub. Now I'm unemployed.
Were you fired?
No. It's just that after my recent experience, I don't feel like I can go back to my normal life. I need to do something useful.
Be very careful, Miss Teasdale. You were lucky to escape death once, but vampires lurk everywhere.
You killed my kidnapper by yourself, didn't you? No offense, Doctor, but you're just a doctor. I don't see why I couldn't do the same.
What do you intend to do?
Dad always told me, Louise, if you want something, don't stop until you have it. I did my research and I found it. Ichabod Throgmorton, professional vampire hunter. I'll be his apprentice.
Блин. Ладно. Хотя, с другой стороны, чего еще можно было ожидать? Ее отца убил вампир. Ее чуть не убил. Конечно, она хочет отомстить теперь. Будет ненавидеть вампиров. Надо ей сказать, что он вампир.
What can you tell me about this area?
I've never really liked this part of town. It was where my father wanted to live. I won't remain here much longer.
What exactly don't you like about it?
People here are contemptuous and elitist. My dad always said, Louise, always treat people like you want them to treat you.
You seem to cherish your father a great deal.
Dad was the best. He kept an eye on me, but let me make my own mistakes. Louise, he used to say, mistakes are the best teacher. You would have liked him.
I'm sorry you didn't have the opportunity to say goodbye.
That's all right. He's buried in consecrated ground now. Nothing bad can happen to him.
Louise, tell me what you really think about your father's sacrifice to save you.
I'm proud he went after me. I forgive him all his harsh words, all his bloody attitudes. I only wish I could tell him how much I loved him.
Yes. It can be traumatic, not having the chance to say goodbye to those we love.
Yes, Doctor. And there's no treatment for that type of pain, isn't that right? That may be the last thing my father taught me.
Louise, what can you tell me about the vampire who captured you?
The little fucker claimed he'd fallen in love with me. That he wanted to spend eternity with me. Not a bad idea. At least that's the way it seemed at first.
Really? Did you consider accepting his proposal?
Well, immortality. Not a common wedding gift, is it? I think he just wanted to have his way with me. Can vampires even fuck, Doctor?
What? Well, I really can't answer that. Well, since they are creatures of blood, physically speaking, I suppose an erection is possible, but
Don't be embarrassed, Dr. Reed. I was just asking.
Он до сих пор еще не проверил, получается. Я так думаю, у них физического влечения просто нету. То есть они могут заниматься сексом, по идее, но особого желания нет, я так думаю. Скорее всего, так.
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
Never heard of him.
Really? He's very well known in London, throughout the country even.
He a big shot or something? Never interested in politics myself. All words and no action.
Goodbye, Miss Teasdale.
А, ее вылечить же надо.
Be careful. Good evening.
Can I help?
Do you need my med...
I don't need your help.
I have no doubt about it.
All right then. But please leave.
Goodbye, Miss Teasdale.
It's always been your house, Dad.
Remember,
No.
don't let any strangers come into your house. Have you noticed it?
Good evening, old chap. Are you all right?
I won't lie to you, Johnny. I'm not.
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
Well, I've discovered he's quite versed in occult knowledge. So I wrote him a letter asking him to finance my research about vampires. He never responded.
Do you realize you are ruining your family, Clarence? Don't you see the risk here?
Money isn't important. Not important when it is a matter of life and death. That is what my dear Venus cannot understand.
I can't believe I'm telling you this, but if warning people is that important to you, why not choose a more efficient way to spend your money?
Don't you think I tried? I knocked at every door, went to every bank, I even tried to be published. No, Jonathan. This is a one-man war.
People will laugh at you, if they don't already. Think about your wife and your position. Think about your future.
I understand my wife's embarrassment, but gossips don't kill, vampires do. There'll be no future if people don't open their eyes.
You need some rest, Clarence. You should try to sleep.
Can't I forgive you, Father?
Whether you need to buy something or not, I'm happy to help. Good evening, Dr. Reed.
I may have a...
О, белый фосфор. Прекрасно. Гидроксид натрия тоже, по-моему, нужен. Куплю. Это для против людей, если яд делать.
It's always been your house, Dad.
Кругом все здоровые. Конечно, плохо получилось, что Крейн Дороти я убил. Я не знал, что гипноз так пагубно влияет. Ладно. Так, можно на основное здание пойти, но я думаю, сначала надо в больницу сходить, вот сюда. Давненько я там не бывал. С этим, да, как его, Свон Лейк. Свонси. Доктор Свонси, надо поговорить. Прикольно, это красная машина. По-моему, она вообще одна такая во всей карте, во всей игре. Мне надо кровки попить у кого-нибудь. Кругом трупы. Не с кем подраться даже. Славно. Ой, я не туда пошел. Ну, ладно, сейчас сюда.
He's on to us! All of you need killing!
Блин, нифига себе там напердели.
You bloody leeches need killing!
Ох, да, давненько я в больничке не бывал уже. Как тут дела? Так, секунда, как... Не так зашел. Так, кого-нибудь лечить здесь надо? О, как раз клея кокса.
You're lucky to be alive.
This place is full of...
Consider...
Don't play...
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cobb.
Так, и все, да? Угу.
Done.
Чистая вода, которую я находил. А что, больше негде воды было найти? Офигеть. Кстати, 7000 опыта, надо будет поспать сейчас. Переговорю только со Свонси. Угу. Отличная сабля. Так, это у меня уже топовая получается. Примерно то же самое будет. Примерно то же самое. Плюс 10%. Здесь кровь тоже можно выбрать. Плюс 30. То есть 210 плюс 30%. Ну, грубо говоря, 270 будет. Может 260. Особого смысла, наверное, и нету. Фосфора 3 штуки не хватает. Или уже сейчас поспим. Так, вот это улучшим 2000. Славно. О, дальше 920. Солидное улучшение. 3000 надо потратить. Запас здоровья. Укус, урон от укуса, но он небольшой урон от укуса. Не знаю, смысл есть ли увеличивать. Здоровье восстанавливаемое при укусе. Ну тоже это такое. Да вот эту штуку все-таки выучить бездна. 3-го уровня. Ух ты, как тут серьезно все. Санированное. Пока цветок. Или он такой должен быть? Может, зацветет, посмотрим потом. Так, пистолет, я хотел все-таки улучшить его. Не, вот это тут, у него оглушение больше всего. Пистолет можно использовать для оглушения. Интересная штука получается. Угу, не хватает спусковых механизмов. Можно, конечно, саблю попробовать улучшить для интереса, но мне кажется, то же самое будет. Но пока не буду. Если будет реально уже много деталей. Блин, больница, столько кровищи тут. Не убрали. О! Третье письмо Обри Рида. Вот так вот. Особняк Рида, 4 апреля 8 года. Мой дорогой сын, это мое последнее письмо тебе. Я решил спрятать его в Пембрукской больнице. Ты помнишь, как ты был разочарован, когда твое заявление отклонили? Я еще никогда не видел тебя таким расстроенным. За несколько дней ты не сказал ни слова. Тогда я впервые понял, что в тебе есть темная сторона. Черный камень в твоем сердце, скрытый ото всех. Такой же, какой я иногда чувствовал и в твоей сестре. Я боялся за вас обоих, ведь я прекрасно знал, что собой представляет это мрачное настроение. Темная сторона Ридов. Вот причина, по которой я должен уехать, теперь, когда я знаю, что обречен. Сын мой, я болен. Диагноз окончательный, и скоро смерть придет за мной. Я не хочу, чтобы те, кого я люблю, видели меня в таком состоянии. Это моя вина и мое решение. Теперь ты далеко, в Париже. Учишься у доктора Кареля спасать пациентов, переливая им кровь. И уже думаешь, как усовершенствовать тот метод, который помог разработать. Я так горжусь тобой, сын, но меня спасти ты не сможешь. Я не хочу быть Обри Ридом, банкиром, который не может встать с постели, который умирает в окружении родных и друзей. Я этого не допущу. Я не мог смириться с этой мыслью и поэтому ушел. Так же, как ты ушел из дома, чтобы исполнить свое предназначение и стать великим хирургом. Я не хочу, чтобы этот великий хирург смотрел на меня и знал, что я скоро умру. Продолжай учиться, сын. Стань тем, кем тебе суждено стать, но сделай это для себя, а не для старого отца, который тебя любит. Я предпринял все необходимые меры, чтобы защитить тебя и всю семью от опасностей. Я хочу, чтобы ты помнил меня таким, каким я был, а не таким, каким я стану. Я покидаю вас, дорогие мои родные, потому что люблю вас. Я делаю это, потому что меня окутал мрак. Я скрывал это столько, сколько мог. Через несколько дней отправлюсь туда, где стоял, когда ты уезжал во Францию. Там я оставлю мой последний подарок тебе. Там я исчезну и уже никогда не вернусь. Прощай, Джонатан. Желаю тебе быть таким счастливым, каким был я с вами все эти годы. Поцелуй Мэри и Эмилин. Позаботься о них. Прощай, мой дорогой мальчик. Верь мне, мой дорогой Джон. Любящий тебя отец Обри Рид.
Southwark. My departure for France as a promising student. My return as a brilliant surgeon. About to be killed. Transformed.
Интересно, увидим мы когда-нибудь отца или нет?
It's locked. It's locked, all right.
Так, все, получается, задание то закончилось. А, нет еще. Открыть отцовский сейф теперь надо. Да вот где. Ух ты. Реально путешествие в прошлое. Самое начало.
What news, Jonathan? I've heard you've now joined the vampire elite of London.
Did Elizabeth tell you?
So it's Elizabeth now. My. Things are moving quickly. I turn my back for a moment and away you go.
Have you seen Lady Ashbury recently?
Yes, she popped in yesterday. Told me about your new friends in the West End.
Just a courtesy visit, then.
Yes. and no. She was en route to the docks, I think, following a lead concerning your maker.
How's the situation at the Pembroke?
We're still holding out. Question is, for how long? What we really need is hope, Jonathan. Hope for a better tomorrow.
I may have found the source of the contagion. Doris Fletcher, the actress. Thankfully, in the end, she was destroyed by fire.
Really? Oh, please, do tell me more.
Doris was a heavily mutated skull. Almost a new breed entirely. It's as if the disease had completely altered her mind and body. Highly contagious.
As if the disease had taken control of her will?
Yes. Once a beautiful and brilliant woman, she became motivated by hate alone.
Oh, she was a beauty. I met her when she visited the hospital to cheer up the sick. Too bad the fire destroyed her. But it was probably for the best.
Have you heard of similar cases?
No, I don't think so. Except, perhaps, it reminds me of an old report from the Brotherhood. Well, more an article, really.
What was it about?
The author, a friar, referred to a rare form of contagion in a skull he observed during the Black Death. The carrier was always female. They called them Icors.
I'll come back later. Thank you, Edgar.
Always a pleasure to see you, my friend.
Чё, надо открыть отцовский сейф?
It's locked.
Я думаю, надо сходить туда.
Easy, Burn it, boys! Bloody leech!
Чё за дела? Закоротило все. Хотел кровь выпить, а его убили в этот момент. Тут конкуренция, кто кровь выпьет. Еще? Ладно. Прикольно, теперь воюют все между собой. Весело.
There's one of them. Die, Vernon! Stupid thing! Kill it's all you deserve! The bloody right! Watch out for that Sit down! I hate leech! I'll kill it! Let's pin it down!
Так-то на мосту получается. А, с той стороны вообще. Окей. Так, это где-то тут должно быть. Самое начало. Самые истоки. Сверху? Тут я, по-моему, первую ночь провел.
It's locked, all right.
Вот этот сейф. Дорогие часы. И это все. Просто дорогие часы. Роскошные, искусно сделанные золотые часы, принадлежавшие отцу Джонатана. Ну ладно. Я это убежище не открывал еще. Ничего себе. Сейчас посмотрим. Ничего особенного нет у них, но я не буду разбирать пока.
It's locked.
Интересно, убежище закрытое тут.
It's locked, all right. It's locked, all right. Please, of course.
Белый фосфор. О, у него есть. У Ракеша. Прекрасно.
It never ceases. Good evening. Tell me the truth about your appointment as a medic during the war, Rakesh.
The regiment administration appointed me by mistake. I had to learn the job on the spot, sir. Very hard, sir, but I rose to the challenge.
Do you realize how many soldiers died because of that decision? You should have refused.
Yes, sir, I swear I did, sir. But no one listened. When the first wounded arrived, I had to do what I could.
It is an unbelievable story, Mr. Chidana.
It was a time beyond belief, Dr. Reid. But I'm happy not to deal with the wounded. I prefer caring for the dead now.
You can't impersonate a doctor. You can't improvise a medical education. People could die at your hands.
You're absolutely right, sir. But as a field surgeon, it was more like being a butcher.
Do you believe you have really helped these people?
My ratings were within the averages of the regiment. I saved lives, Dr. Reid. Does that not say enough about triage and war surgery?
Goodbye, Mr. Chidana.
It never ceases to amaze me how you, the dead.
Так, ладно, много очень больных. А в порту? В порт Да в порт сходить всех повылечивать. Блин, только там был недавно. Ладно.
You shall learn to respect the laws of Ask.
Welcome back to my humble shelter, Dr. Reid. Are you here to subdue me again?
No, Sean. I just came by to see how you are.
I feel all right. Why'd you ask?
Are you still feeding on corpses?
No. It's almost as though the blood you forced me to drink has provided me eternal satisfaction.
How is the sanitary situation in this part of town?
I think it's acceptable. Fewer cases of sickness recently. I thank the Lord for his mercy.
How are things in your shelter? Between the mortals and the immortals, I mean.
Even if we're all children of God, I've always maintained a strict frontier between the two communities.
What do you fear?
A few years ago, a Skal decided to pay a nocturnal visit to my sleeping customers. He got caught licking their necks in the dark. Since then, I have added a lock to the door.
Приходил, лизал шею, ничего себе. Хорошо, хоть не кусал. Такая прелюдия.
What if food became scarce? Wouldn't the immortals in your flock be tempted to feed on the living? Wouldn't you?
The Skals can feed on the dead, Doctor. And until Judgment Day, mortals will continue dying.
How did you meet old Bridget?
When younger, I used to patrol the streets at night, searching for lost souls. This is how I met her. It took me 2 months just to get her name. Now we support each other.
Had you already visited their hideout in the sewers?
Just once, and very briefly. Most of them are very discreet, and they see me as an outsider, even if I protect them.
You really are a saint, Sean.
Oh, no, sir, I'm not. But I know evil, and I believe goodwill and tenacity can make this world a better place.
Have you seen Harriet Jones since taking her to old Bridget?
No. She is with the sewer Skals now. I don't go downstairs.
What happened at the Pembroke?
I guess we recognized each other. As Skals, I mean. She had but one thought. To punish. To get revenge upon everything and everyone. I realized I had to bring her here quickly.
But why did she fake her own death? There was so much blood in her room. She attacked patients, too.
I just lost her for a minute that night. When I found her, she had caused mayhem across the hospital. I slapped some sense into her, and we fled before getting caught.
What happened then?
We ran here through narrow streets and backyards. She kept saying that someone was talking to her in the dark, offering to avenge her. But I saw nobody.
Would you let me listen to your chest, Sean?
No, Dr. Reid. You already forced me to drink your blood, and I thank you for that, for I feel better now. But it was quite an unpleasant experience.
It would help me greatly if you would allow me to give you a physical examination.
I said no. I'm no subject of medical examination, and I intend only to obey and to kneel before God.
Farewell, Sean. Take good care of your flock. and of yourself.
Не зря сюда пришел. Так, еще кого-то вылечить надо.
Goodbye.
Так, ну все получается, я тут всех вылечил. Отлично. Так, ну что у нас с заданиями дополнительными? По-моему, тоже все. Найти записку последнюю. Ну это, блин, сложно будет. И вот задание. Ну тут ничего нигде не выделено. Ладно, идем на основное задание. Противоестественный отбор. Так, ну я в Эст-Энде, осталось тут немножко пройти. Так легко стало сражаться со всеми, вообще обалдеть. А враги уже даже там в дальних, ну в начальных локациях под 30 уровень. Так что все серьезно. В принципе, в плане прокачки где там не так уж и много мне осталось всего прокачивать, уже близко к топу. Оружие так вообще топовое уже. А, это не туда свернул. Зараза. Отмахнулся. А тот выжил, нифига себе. Это суровый чувак. Это сверху. Бегает. Так, это где-то тут. Так, на этом серия заканчивается. Всем, кто смотрел, спасибо. До встречи.